Beowulf. Part 6. Beowulf introduces himself at the palace. The highway glistened with many-hued pebble, a by-path led the liegemen together. Firm and hand-locked the war-byrnie glistened, the ring-sword radiant rang mid the armour as the party was approaching the palace together in warlike equipments. 'Gainst the wall of the building their wide-fashioned war-shields they weary did set then, battle-shields sturdy, benchward they turned then, their battle-sarks rattled, the gear of the heroes, the lances stood up then, all in a cluster, the arms of the seamen, ashen shafts mounted with edges of iron, the armour-clad troopers were decked with weapons. Then a proud-mooded hero asked of the champions questions of lineage, from what borders bear ye your battle-shields plated, gilded and gleaming, your grey-coloured byrnies, helmets with visors and heap of war lances? To Hrothgar the king I am servant and liegeman. 'Mong folk from far lands found I have never men so many of mien more courageous. I ween that from valour, nowise as outlaws, but from greatness of soul ye sought for King Hrothgar.' Then the strength-famous earlman answer rendered, the proud-mooded werchief replied to his question, 'Hardy neath helmet, Hygelac's mates are we, Beowulf hight I. To the bairn of Healfdene, the famous folk leader, I freely will tell to thy prince my commission, if pleasantly hearing he'll grant we may greet him so gracious to all men.' Wulfgar replied then, he was prince of the Wendels, his boldness of spirit was known unto many, his prowess and prudence, the prince of the Scyldings, the friend lord of Danemen, I will ask of thy journey, the giver of rings, as thou urgest me do it, the folk chief famous, and inform thee early what answer the good one mindeth to render me." He turned then hurriedly where Hrothgar was sitting, old and hoary, his earlman attending him, the strength famous went till he stood at the shoulder of the lord of the Danemen, of courteous Thanemen the custom he minded. Wulfgar addressed then his friendly liege lord, "Folk of the Geatmen o'er the way of the waters are wafted hither, faring from far lands, the foremost in rank the battle champions Beowulf title. They make this petition, with thee, O my chieftain, to be granted a conference, O gracious King Hrothgar, friendly answer refuse not to give them. In war trappings weeded worthy they seem of earls to be honoured, sure the atheling is doughty who headed the heroes hitherward coming." Thank you for watching. We appreciate your time. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to comment below. We would also appreciate any financial support. Any donations would be greatly appreciated. We would also appreciate any likes, comments, and subscriptions. Thanks again.